Tag hvad du vil fra mig. Sig at du hader mig. Når du forlader mig, ved jeg har elsket dig. Tag hvad du vil. Tag hvad du vil.
Welcome. I'm Rebecca Ward from Thinking Designs, and today we'll be talking about how to unveil your inner interior designer and take control over your design projects. We'll also talk about creating spaces that are meaningful to you and the life you want to live. I work with creative and self-driven homeowners or renters or small business owners, people just like you who want to design their own space but without the pitfalls commonly associated with DIY projects. So here's what we know about DIY projects. They're often plagued by costly mistakes or time delays, or potentially you don't know how to get started or how to finish your project. Today we'll be talking about our program, a unique 3-step design program, which is called Try DIY. If you apply our program to your design projects, you will save time, you will save money, and you'll love the results you'll get. There's more to interior design than just furniture and trends and cushions. Interior design is actually about you and getting to know the real you, ensuring that your space is reflective of your personality and your style and your aspirations. Our simple 3-step DIY program will actually step you through how to get to know you. Very simply, it's about thinking it, planning it, doing it. If you apply these 3 simple steps to your design program, you will save time and you will save money, and you'll love the results you'll get. You'll do it with ease, you'll have the confidence, and you'll have the structure to get going on your project. This is about designing your space your way, and you can do it. Let me tell you a little bit more about me and my journey back to design. A couple of years ago, I listened to a talk by Ken Robinson. He talked about the death of creativity in our school system. This really resonated with me as I was a very creative person living a non-creative life. So I guess for me as a 7-year-old child, I was taught to be creative and messy, but as I grew into a teenager and into an adult, I very quickly developed a new path, a more responsible path. I did business management, I worked as a project manager, I have a family and a mortgage and 2 chickens to support. So all of a sudden I found I was this very responsible middle-aged person who really didn't embrace creativity. So for me, I actually started a blog and found I wanted to do more. So I studied interior design and was fascinated by the passion I had for design. So I started Thinking Design as a company and brought this passion into my business, and I've enjoyed coming alive, and I really enjoy working with people like you to be able to give you back that spark and that hope that you can do this yourself. So let's get started. So today I'm going to talk you through my 3 steps to become your own interior designer. So whilst there's 3 very simple steps, there is a whole raft of information, tools and templates available in our DIY kit. I'll give you some more information towards the end of the presentation on how to get your hands on this kit. So let's get started. Let's talk about the first step. Is all about thinking it. Thinking it is about thinking big, being creative and putting your ideas down on paper. So our program will actually step you through a design brief. It will actually have a series of questions which will step you through the elements and principles of interior design. We know what questions to ask you, and we'll be able to draw out that information to be able to understand what your needs are for your project. This step is also about thinking big and getting creative. So we will create a mood board. A mood board is very simply a creative frame to be able to get your ideas and visions on a piece of paper. Step 1 is also about getting to know yourself and your styles and your preferences and being able to pull all that together. And don't be overwhelmed by TV shows and magazines. Chances are you know your own style. So we'll work with you to step you through each phase to be able to pull this together. This is a fun part. Next step in our program is plan it. And as the name suggests, this is all about planning it. This is a step where some people may be overwhelmed by the level of detail involved in planning your project. But rest assured that by the end of this video you'll have information on how to access our full DIY toolkit, which will step you through each and every part of the planning process. But before we do that, I think it's great to explore some strategies that you can start to apply to your projects now. Probably the most important element to consider here is that planning is the number one difference between a successful project and a failure. Those that fail to plan, plan to fail, and this is the number one mistake behind DIY projects. This leads to costly mistakes, time delays, and poor quality. So in our DIY program, we'll actually explore floor plans and 3D models, functional specifications, scopes of work, and the all-important budget. Being able to do these things well is actually going to save you time and money in the long run. So our final step in the program is do it, and this is very simply where you're expected to take inspired action to implement your project. Our do-it-yourself design program will actually give you the tools and the templates and the strategies to get going in designing your own projects, but this is where you need to get very clear on your convictions and your confidence to be able to create your project. I guarantee you'll get compelling results. So this whole entire program is all about you and creating you as an extraordinary vehicle to be able to implement your projects and become your own interior designer. So now's the time to follow that bouncing ball, follow the process, work the toolkit through, and you'll be able to create your own spaces. Let's face it, who knows you better than you know yourself? So now's the time to take inspired action and turn your ideas into reality. Why I created the DIY program was to allow homeowners and renters and small business owners just like you to create and design your own space and become your own interior designer. I often heard, I don't know where to start, or I wouldn't know what to do. So I created this very simple 3-step program to show you what to do and to show you how easy and fun it can be. I also know how empowering and inspiring it can be in designing your own space. In developing your own sense of style comes with confidence in becoming your own designer, and the result is you're developing spaces that are truly reflective of the real you. What I've created is a DIY program called Try DIY. It's a design-it-yourself program allowing you to become your own interior designer. What you'll get is a comprehensive toolkit full of a guide, tools and templates for a low entry price of $397. Once you've purchased the toolkit, you'll be able to use this unlimited times for all your design projects. It will save you money, it will save you time, and it will give you an immense sense of pride and achievement in being able to create beautiful spaces that are reflective of the real you. Give it a go. If you've decided to join me in unleashing your inner interior designer, here's how you get the program. Simply jump onto my website www.thinkingdesigns.com.au. On my homepage there'll be a button that you just simply press and it will step you through the simple self-selection and payment process. The toolkit and the e-guide will be delivered straight to your inbox. It cannot get any simpler than that. So today's the day. Today's the day to start your design journey. And here's what I'm going to do for you. If you're ready to take inspired action, jump on over to my website and enter your details into my database. What I'll provide to you is a complimentary version of my latest ebook, How to Unleash Your Inner Design Goddess. This is available separately to purchase, but for you today it will be free once you've registered on my database. If you've chosen today as the day to take inspired action, a big congratulations, and I'll see you on the other side. If in fact you'd like some more time to think about the next path for you, that's perfectly fine as well. I'll see you online. Go over to my website or on my blog. You're very much welcome there. So thanks very much for your time today. Bye for now.